Every day, thousands of people experience harassment at work and never tell anyone. In the moment, it's confusing. Later, the emotional effects often linger, quietly shaking your confidence and well-being. Reporting what happened can feel like another overwhelming challenge. What if no one listens? What if people judge you or question your motives? What happens to your career? But the path towards healing and reclaiming your power often starts by acknowledging your experience and finding ways to move from silence to strength. I'm Dr. Galina Goncharenko from Aston University, and I created this guide to help you explore the tools available to support you. How do we support survivors? We brought together experts in law and justice, survivor support, and reporting technology to better understand barriers to reporting and to stimulate dialogue around more effective, survivor-centered ways to demand accountability. Since 2024, the Worker Protection Act requires UK employers to take steps to prevent harm before it happens.
The employment sphere has changed quite dramatically over the last few years, and particularly since the Me Too movement. We've seen a lot more victims of discrimination and harassment, victimisation coming forwards. And this has really developed in a push in the law towards employers having a duty towards them to act when those reports come forward and act properly. We're also going to see the introduction of third-party harassment liability. So for those working in hospitality or in shops, it's going to be really important that they can start bringing claims against their employers where they don't protect them in those spheres. So the law is moving in the right direction.
Harassment is not always loud or obvious. It hides in subtle acts. Comments dismissed as jokes, exclusion from conversation, unwanted attention that feels hard to name. Even seemingly minor incidents can, however, cause deep harm. There is no one right way to move forward. You can reach out to a trusted colleague or use a reporting system provided by your employer. If traditional organizational practices for reporting harassment feel intimidating, and they often do, know that new technologies are being developed to support you.
Problem shared is a problem halved. Find someone you feel safe and comfortable talking to. That could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, it could be a manager, it could be the HR team. Go and speak to someone, don't hold it all inside. Because I think people that particularly experience serious behaviours tend to blame themselves. It's not your fault, would be my advice.
First, I suggest you keep a private, time-stamped record of what happens.
Diaries, anything paper evidence is always a lawyer's best friend. Because we have the balance of probabilities, we are also looking at things that will help to tip that balance. So if we know there's a culture of harassment, of discrimination in a workplace, that can be really helpful to us to help tip that balance towards the credibility of the claimant.
Send yourself an email, send yourself a message. So this Tuesday, this happened, I felt like this. Last Friday, that happened, I felt like that. So you have a timeline of events. That is very helpful when you're going to bring a claim. And also, you need to be aware of what is your rights, how you need to proceed.
Research shows that seeking accountability helps restore your sense of agency and self-confidence.
If you don't report, what could it lead on to for your work colleagues? Very often we know there's a cycle, so that person that has come forward may not be the only person. You know, it's a bit like a bully at school, but if somebody stood up, some of the people behind the bully would actually stand up and go, actually, I don't want to support you anymore. And that's how we'll change things.
You are part of a larger story. Across workplaces, people are challenging toxic environments and building safer workplaces. If this guide has given you a sense of hope and offered a tool you can use, that is already a powerful first step. Real change happens then you claim your space, your safety, and your right to be heard, because you too deserve a harassment-free workplace.